this Washington, D.C. problem, I thought this was fascinating from a polling statistic. And I also thought it was really interesting that Morning Joe on MSDNC, sorry, MSNBC, a lefty news outlet, Lefty Show, was actually bringing this statistic up. 91% of black women in DC think crime is too high. Now, you saw protests around the city, around the district last night with people like, oh, we don't need you here, this is an infringement or whatever. While the community that lives in DC, especially the black community lives in there, says, no, it is too high. Haley, why is it that so many white libs have savior complex of like, we need to help the downtrodden, and the people that would actually benefit from the help are like, no, this is great. Crime is too high. Please stop helping us.
Yeah, the TDS deranged white liberal Karens are the problem here. It's interesting because I saw an NPR reporter go to DC and conduct some man on the street interviews. And he went to this gentrified, safe area of DC and told a bunch of people. And of course, the white liberals say, Trump is horrible. We hate these moves. Then he goes to an actual high crime area of DC that is predominantly minority. And he's asking people there, hey, do you welcome this move by President Trump? Do you welcome the presence of National Guard troops? And they said, yes. Not only that, they're so sick and tired of the crime, they haven't even reported it. They're sick and tired of reporting it because nothing gets done. So these soft on crime policies are making cities not safe, and they're starting to learn the hard way.
Yeah, Adrian, since President Trump has announced, hey, we're gonna take over the policing here in Washington, D.C., which again is the federal government's right. They have the jurisdiction over D.C. It's kind of in the Constitution. I'm not sure if a bunch of libs know that. Since then, they've nabbed about 100 suspects. Now, again, who knows if these people are actually innocent or guilty, but they've been arrested in an attempt to try and clean up the streets of D.C. Do you think that this will send a message to any of the other blue states? Let's just say this, play this out over the next couple weeks, couple months. If Trump is able to turn DC around from a crime-riddled hellhole to a relatively nice city to be in, do you think that'll get replicated across the country in blue cities who realize, hey, this actually is doable?
Absolutely. I think let's clean up DC first and have everybody else follow. He's got to prove it. I think he's on the way. Also, by the way, as someone who, again, lives in DC, Trump has also not only made it cleaner, but he's also, again, he's a real estate guy, I get it, but he's put fresh sod everywhere. I've seen the shift from when Biden's administration was in. Everything was dead and muddy and gross for miles around the Capitol. And I bring this up because this is the nation's capital where people are to come and see the history. And if it's a gross swampland, pun intended, like we just deserve to have a nice area. And so people are giving President Trump a lot of flack for making, aesthetic changes. But wait, why? If you go to any other country where they have like palaces and everything like that, why do we have to be crazy and like look so ghetto and unsafe and everything like that? So I love what he's doing as somebody who is seeing the changes in real time. Tourists are also loving it, but I do think, to wrap it up, it's going to send a message, and we need to do that because New York is headed down a terrible path. So
again, unfortunately, Adrian, you were mistaken. Washington, D.C. is totally safe, and so is New York, according to a bunch of the lib media.